Hey, it's Dan. So in this video I want to talk to you about the importance and the power of dreams. Hey, it's Dan. Hope you're well today. So let's just talk about dreams and the power and just the importance of actually having a dream and a goal and something to strive forward. So obviously I'm from the UK, but I now live in Spain, and living in Spain was a dream. It was something that we strived for. It had challenges along the way. It still has challenges every so often, but less so, because now we know what we're kind of doing. And that's not to say challenges won't pop up. But for some reason, people in the UK always seem to be a bit opposed about setting yourself up for greatness, setting yourself up for goals, trying to live a life that's not normal or different. And I really don't understand it. Or maybe I do. Having lived in the UK, maybe I do. I remember once, I had a Porsche 911 convertible, paid 42 grand for this car, beautiful car. I was stood at some lights and there were some young guys, 22, maybe 21, 20, something like that. What time you got to take your rental back, mate? That's what they said. And think about that for a minute anyway. Like, if I had rented it, how much is it costing for a day for renting a Porsche 911? 700 quid, 800 quid? Like, it must mean that I've done financially well just to even rent a car like that. And it's a nice car. It's not the best car, but it was a nice car, right? It's not a Lambo and it's not a Ferrari. But it was a nice car, and it was one of my goals, one of my dreams. And one of the very first things that people do is put you down. And it's one of the things that happens a lot in the UK. And as soon as somebody is getting their head above the parapet, as soon as that happens, the UK media probably tries to bring them down. We see it happen all the time. It happens to anybody who does okay for themselves. As soon as you start making some money, who's the footballer? I forget, football's not my thing, but there was a footballer and he ended up raising lots and lots of money for kids, school meals, and that kind of thing. I can't remember his name. And the media just took him apart. Oh, well, I can't remember what car he had, but he had a Ferrari or Rolls Royce and he lived in a nice house. And they just take him apart for it. And he's raised all this money and he's helped all these children. But because he's wealthy, you're not allowed to do that. Like, would you prefer the guy to be totally poor and homeless? Yeah, that's what. And that for me sums up the UK, really. It sums up the people that you end up surrounding yourself with. Like friends, families of friends, friends of family, I should say, uncles, your mates, mum and dad. So you're trying to do that, have you? So you're going on. My dad said exactly this thing. So you've been on a weekend course, have you? Like, yes, I have, because I want to improve my life. I want to live an amazing life, and so should you. And why the hell not? We only get one of them. Might as well be the best. Charles Barkley, basketball player, now commentator on NBC, he said, someone's got to be me, might as well be me. And that's absolutely correct. We only get one life, and you've got to live the best life that you can, and you've got to have these goals and dreams. And also, when you start having these goals and dreams, sometimes you can share them. Other times, you just got to keep them to yourself, especially in the beginning, especially if you haven't actually accomplished anything yet. And when I say haven't accomplished anything yet, what I mean is, you might be in your 50s, you might be in your 60s, you might be in your 70s. Famously, the Colonel at KFC didn't start KFC until I think it was about 66. So yet is very powerful. Just because you've strived and you haven't hit the goals that you've set out, and you keep trying and trying and failing, doesn't mean that you're always going to fail. It just means you haven't hit them yet. Haven't quite discovered the combination lock. The combination lock that can unlock these goals that will actually get you there. That's not to say that you will never unlock the combination to success whatever that might mean for you. It just means you haven't quite learned it yet. And every day you learn something new, and every day you learn something over here, and something over there, and something over here. And then when you put them together into your world, this is why, by the way, someone else does something and you copy exactly what they do and it doesn't work for you, it's because it's not worked for you, even though it's worked for them, because they're not you. They have their differences. And we know this from coaching. We say to people, have you done your leaflets for the property sourcing? And they go, yes, I've done them just like you have, and I'm not getting any success. And I look at the leaflet, nothing like what we've done, no phone number, no website, it's got the words wrong, it's got the people wrong. Like, you haven't done it just like we would do it. And also, by the way, just because that's how we do it doesn't mean that's the best way of doing it either. You might have, we tested this, we tested leaflets with spelling mistakes. We spelt mortgage without a T and it had crossings out and a smiley face and all sorts of things. And actually they outperformed the really glossy, shiny leaflets. Who's to say? Nobody really knows. The data knows. But you want to get the data once you've done it and tried it and find out what works and what doesn't work. Like, I was reading something yesterday and it was about brands and advertising. And they have like thousands of Facebook ads at any one time that are going out there, because they're testing what's working and what's not working. And the stuff that you think works doesn't work, and the stuff that you think has got absolutely no chance does work. And it's really funny how that works. But you've got to have the dream, you've got to have the goal, and then when you've got those things, you've got to have the kahunas to go and put all these things in place. And you've got to have faith in your ability, and you've got to have resilience when you fail. And all of these things happen, but you don't get to any of those things until you write your goal, until you work out what your dreams actually are. I remember sat around the swimming pool in Turkey on holiday with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and writing down your perfect day. And pretty much our perfect days is what we live right now. I probably have it, I know where it is, it's actually on my iPad. And I still have the same iPad from 12 years ago, and that's where it is. And actually, if I look at that now, pretty much how I live my life is what's on that iPad, and it's phenomenal. But that came from a goal, because I had a goal in mind, a destination that I wanted my life to look like, and I had to take the journey to get to that destination. And the journey is fraught with danger, and it's fraught with failure and devastation along the way, massive cock-ups, getting stuff wrong, reading the room wrong, not selling anything, stumbling over your words when speaking on stage. You name it, we've done it. It's irrelevant. So what? I went on stage, I got my words mixed up, looked like an ass. Did you do it again? Yeah, it went better. And the next time, yeah, it went better. Funny that. That's where the striving for the goal comes from. As long as you have the goal, nothing's going to stop you from getting to that goal. As long as you're resilient enough and you stay focused on that goal, nothing's going to stop you. So go do it. Go make it happen. Hope you find that useful, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. My name's Dan Latto. Have a great day. Take care.